done a fantastic job in our community. He's the executive director of the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation for many years, but he's been among us for decades now, working in every capacity, whether it be in radio or as the general manager of the New Orleans Zephyrs or in the current position that he occupies now. Does such a great job of helping bring the best events in the world here to New Orleans through the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation. And of course, one of those events is the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl coming up on December 21st in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, which I'll tell you all about, with a matchup with Appalachian State and UAB. And of course, they sponsor our Player of the Week and our annual awards as well. We're very grateful for that, and I'm proud to call him friend. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Jay Cicero. Jay?
Thank you, Ken. It's an honor to be here. Those of you who have been here a few years, and I've been here to represent the Sports Foundation and the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, know that high school athletics is very special to me. My father was a coach and teacher for 45 years, football and baseball. And so living that life and knowing what it's like for you coaches and administrators, as well as being a student athlete, is very close to my heart. So we do have the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl this Saturday at the Superdome at 8 p.m. As Ken mentioned, it's Appalachian State versus University of Alabama Birmingham. And Appalachian State is number 20 in the nation with a 12-1 record. So it should be a good matchup, a great offense versus a great defense. And as we know, good defense usually beats great offense, but I'm not sure at this point that that's going to work this weekend. But it's going to be a great game for us. Nationally televised on ESPN as usual. This will be our 19th annual R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, so we're very proud to have started this back in 2001. And really proud to sponsor these Player of the Week and Player of the Year award. And this year, the Prep Player of the Award is named after someone very close to our organization who passed away in 2015, Mr. Ronald E. Gardner. Ron was an amazing man. So why are we honoring Ron with the Prep Player of the Year award? Why are we putting his name on it? Well, Ron was one of the toughest, most driven people I've ever met in my entire life. He worked his way up the ladder after graduating from Southern University in New Orleans to be the Vice Chancellor of Administration and Community Affairs at LSU Medical Center, and that was for over 30 years. He was a U.S. Army Vietnam veteran, and he served as a military advisor to 4 presidents and helped build the Vietnam Veterans Memorial at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. But it wasn't just his service to this country and his toughness or his work ethic that Ron was known for. He was a volunteer. Gardner served the city he loved in numerous roles, including the Bring Back New Orleans Commission, New Orleans Federal City Project, the Downtown Development District, Make-A-Wish, the Urban League, the NAACP, the Chamber, and the YMCA. That wasn't enough. Ron helped establish the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation back in 1988, one of our founding members. He helped lead successful bids for New Orleans Bowl, for the Super Bowl, for Men's Final Four, and the NBA All-Star Game. For those of you who are around 27 years ago, Ron helped us land the Olympic track and field trials for Tad Gormley Stadium. Believe it or not, if you can imagine that event at City Park and Tad Gormley Stadium back in 1992. That was pretty amazing. The transformation of that facility back then was something that Ron was very involved in. And he helped establish the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl back in 2001. But it wasn't just his community service and involvement in the sports community that really defined Ron. Those of you who may have known Ron know he would, no matter how busy his schedule was, he made time for young people. Over a 40-year period, he was a mentor to many young people. And you would really get to know these kids and memorize each one of their family members' names. So whenever he saw them, he would want to know how each one of their family members were doing by name every time that he talked to them. It was this character trait that defined Ron the most, being a mentor to kids. So if he were here with us today, you know, what would he tell these incredible student athletes here? First of all, and foremost, get your education. Ron was very adamant about getting an education. Second thing, nothing comes easy without a lot of hard work and repetition. Y'all know that through being involved in athletics. You coaches know that, especially the repetition and hard work part of that. But nothing comes easy. Give yourself fully to help with causes that you have a passion for. Obviously, Ron's passion for New Orleans and the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation is one of the main reasons why we've been so successful to date. And lastly, it's never too young, and you're never too young, or you're never too old to serve others and to serve as a mentor to other young people. Your leadership and your athletic ability can and will inspire people younger than you. You have to remember that, and that's very important. They look up to you. You guys are the leader, whether or not you're the leader on the field or the kids who are leaders in the classroom. Young people look up to you, and that's very important, and Ron would have loved that. But that's why this special honor today and the Prep Player of the Year Award is named after Ron Gardner, and we look forward to giving that away today, as well as honoring the young person who is the recipient of the award at this Saturday's New Orleans Bowl on the field. So thanks again, Ken. Thanks for everything that you and Ed and the rest of the group and all the sponsors do today, but most of all, thanks to these kids for putting in all the hard work that goes into this incredible event today. Thanks.